There's a type of person who hears, "party this weekend," and immediately starts planning their excuse. Not because they're sad, not because they hate people, but because, deep down, they genuinely prefer being alone. And psychologists are finally admitting something uncomfortable. Society has been wrong about them. For a long time, we treated solitude like a problem to be fixed. If you liked being alone, something must be wrong. Introvert, loner, antisocial. That last one especially, like enjoying your own company, meant you were one awkward interaction away from becoming a villain in a movie. But here's the thing most people miss. There's a massive difference between being lonely and being alone. Loneliness is pain. Solitude can be peace. In 2016, psychologists at the University of Buffalo asked a question nobody had really taken seriously before. What if some people aren't avoiding others? What if they simply prefer their own company? They called it unsociability, not antisocial. That's hostility, not avoidant. That's fear. Unsociability is calm, voluntary solitude. And when they studied these people, something surprising happened. They were fine. Actually, better than fine. Let's talk about what's happening inside the brain of someone who genuinely enjoys being alone. First, dopamine. Extroverts get dopamine hits from people, noise, energy, interaction. People who love solitude, their dopamine system is more sensitive. They reach stimulation faster. Think spice tolerance. An extrovert needs the whole chili. A solitude lover needs one flake and they're satisfied. Then there's the prefrontal cortex. The part of the brain responsible for deep thinking, creativity, self-reflection. For these people, it lights up during alone time. They're not bored. They're processing, connecting dots, thinking in ways that don't happen in crowds. And that explains something else we've always misunderstood. Breakthrough ideas rarely happen in group chats or loud rooms. They happen alone, in the shower, on quiet walks, at 2 a.m. when the world finally shuts up. Einstein worked alone. Newton too. Virginia Woolf literally wrote a room of one's own for a reason. Maya Angelou rented hotel rooms just to write in silence. This isn't coincidence. It's wiring. But pause. Because here's the uncomfortable part. There's a difference between choosing solitude and hiding inside it. Some people aren't enjoying alone time. They're using it as armor. Protection from rejection, from judgment, from vulnerability. Psychologist Abraham Maslow explained this perfectly. Healthy solitude comes from abundance, not scarcity. You're alone because you want to be, not because you're afraid to connect. So ask yourself the real question. Why do you like being alone? If the answer sounds like recharge, think, create, reset, that's healthy. If it sounds like safer, easier, less painful, that's something worth exploring. Not wrong, not broken, just honest. Now here's where it gets interesting. People who genuinely enjoy solitude don't see themselves as half complete. They don't need someone to finish them. They already feel whole. Research from UC Santa Barbara found that people who embrace solitude often have stronger relationships, not weaker ones. Because they're choosing connection, not clinging to it. They don't outsource their emotional regulation to others. They understand something powerful. The quality of your alone time shapes the quality of your social time. When you've spent time with yourself, you show up calmer, clearer, less needy, more present. In Japan, this idea is normal. There's even a word for it, hitori. Solo restaurants, solo karaoke booths, entire systems designed for one person existing comfortably. Meanwhile, in the West, eating alone still feels like a confession. So here's the truth nobody tells you. If you love being alone, you're not antisocial. You're not cold. You're not missing something. Your brain is wired to restore itself in solitude. And in a world addicted to noise, that might be a quiet advantage. Just make sure solitude is a choice, not a shield. If this video explained habits you've never been able to explain out loud, don't scroll. The videos on screen break down why you recharge the way you do and how your brain handles stimulation. They're not random. They answer the questions this probably just raised. And if this kind of psychology helps you understand yourself better, subscribe or click join to support the channel. It genuinely helps. I'll see you in the next one.